So let me break down how you should think about starting or growing this business. The first thing you want to do is ask yourself, what experience do I actually have? Is my dad a dentist? Is my cousin a lawyer? What industries can you actually go into and get your first free client and just test some stuff in that industry completely risk-free? Looking at your family or your friends is a great place to start. Then you want to ask yourself, what are you curious about? Maybe you go to the gym a bunch and you understand that industry. Maybe you go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or you do martial arts or you're part of some kind of fitness club. Maybe that is a good place for you to start. Go into that business. They already see you every single day. Offer them some services completely for free just as a test. Get your first couple clients coming in and get some case studies, get some testimonials. Then you want to ask yourself, what am I actually good at? Do you have past experience with Facebook ads, with generating leads? Maybe you've done websites before for clients, and so you have a backlog of clients that you can reach out to. What industries are they in? These are all factors that you want to consider. Then we want to break off into these three separate categories. We have marketing, we have automations, and we have sales. So marketing and sales is going to be around getting them new customers, getting them new appointments, and getting them new business that comes through their door. Automations is going to help with that marketing, with that sales, but it can also be to save them time on tasks they are already doing. This could be something like an AI receptionist that handles their voicemails. So instead of a customer calling them, they don't pick up and it goes to voicemail, you can have an automation that automatically texts that person and says, hey, we're busy helping other customers. How can we help? And you can have an AI voice receptionist answer that call, take down their details, and even book the appointment. So as you can see, yes, this results in more appointments and more sales. However, it is really saving them time. And that is really the big thing there. So when it comes to marketing, I've broke it down to creative, ads, we have websites, content, as well as funnels. Now we can go on and go even more in depth into each and every one of these things, but let's keep it relatively big picture. So creative, this could be you using AI like GPT to generate them content. It could be videos. It could be things like posts that they can publish on LinkedIn. It could even be things like email campaigns to their existing customers. Next, we have ads. So most of our client ads now are AI, whether we use an AI voice and then show B-roll or videos of our client's project or our client's results, or sometimes we just flat out use AI. And we do this for our agency as well. I'm going to put up a video here on screen. So this is our ad that we currently run, and it is getting a bunch of clients for our agency. Next, we have websites. So you could use AI to build out the entire website. You also could hire a web designer and then use AI to generate all the content, to generate the layout for you. And then the designer basically just builds all of that. However, majority of the heavy lifting could be done with AI now, where you can build that entire thing. This could be to rebuild an existing website that's completely outdated, or it could be to just build them a brand new website. Like we have a website in a day package where we take a template, we alter some stuff with AI, and we sell it to them for only $150 a month because it only takes us 10 minutes and it gets the client through the door. Content, this goes hand in hand with creative. This is more so the wording, the text that we want to send on our client's behalf or post and publish on our client's behalf. And then we have funnels. So the cool thing about funnels is if you are running advertising or you're doing some kind of SEO, you can use AI to literally help create different variations of the headline, of the title, of the body copy. You can have AI analyze your funnels and screenshot your results that you're getting for clients and have AI help with that whole process and give you different things that you should test based on the results on how your ads are doing or based on how the client's campaigns are performing. Now, when it comes to automations, which is the second thing that we have here, the biggest thing you want to take into account is time savings as well as cost savings. So to give you an example, imagine someone fills out a contact form on your client's websites. How long does it take for them to respond? A lot of times it takes freaking hours, 2, 3, 4 hours. And if you are sitting here and you're working with a roofing company and a customer's roof is leaking right now, what do they need? They need someone to respond to them and come out to their property immediately. Even if they can book an appointment for later that day, that's still fine a lot of times, but they just want to speak with someone. They want to talk to someone and feel like they're being taken care of. If that customer is busy, they're just going to call 5 other people until someone picks up. So by having some kind of automation in place, whether it's that AI voice receptionist like we talked about, or it's just getting a text message and then using AI to respond via text and booking that appointment, now at least they feel safe. Another thing you can do with automations are things like web chat. So if you want to get around all of that, you can install a chat widget on a client's website. So now that person could just go on the site, start talking with an AI agent that is fully trained, that you fully trained, which is very easy to do. I've got a bunch of videos covering that. But now they can book an appointment right on the website, so they no longer need to reach out.
If you want everything imported into your account and just copy and paste everything that we've built with a click, you can now do that. It's working like crazy, not just for me, but we've proven that this works for people with all kinds of experience levels and backgrounds. In fact, Go High Level themselves rated us the #1 course because of the results that we get for people and the support that we give. I'm gonna show you A to Z how to get clients, deliver results, grow your business, and then even hire employees to run it all for you. I'll even talk to you on Zoom and answer questions to make sure that you succeed. If you want all this for free, go to laptopceo.com or check the link in the description.
Now let's consider the cost of this. If they're spending $500 or $1,000 per month with you, that could change your life potentially, even if you took 10, 20, 30 minutes to set all of this up. But what does it do for them? They literally need a full-time employee to do everything I just talked about, right? This is called a front desk receptionist, and they're paying this employee $4,000 or $5,000 per month. And guess what? That employee leaves at 5 p.m., at 6 p.m. Your AI receptionist can do this 24/7. No matter where that person is, no matter what time of day, what holiday, whether it's Christmas or New Year's or Ramadan, it doesn't matter the holiday. The AI receptionist doesn't take time off and it doesn't ask for vacation. So it's actually saving them money every single month and every single year. First thing you can do about their sales is automate some of their sales process and just in general make it better, because now you can customize it. So we talked a lot about appointment booking and helping them get more sales. This is the biggest pain point, is they just want more appointments. And even if you can go into their business, take their existing advertising efforts or their SEO efforts and results and just install AI into all of that, they will increase their business revenue because now they're automatically getting more appointments from your systems. So when it comes to following up with each and every single person, now when a lead comes in from that website form, they're getting an instant response. When someone fills out that website chat widget, they're getting an instant response. You can also have AI and different automations notify their sales reps. And now they can get a notification that says, hey, you have a new lead from the website form, and this is what they responded. Call them as soon as possible. And so now it's notifying their sales team, hey, our AI just booked an appointment. Call them yourself right now manually and get them pre-sold. And that's just one of the many things that you can do. Appointment booking, of course, this is part of the sales process, but appointment booking is absolutely everything. I still recommend that you have your clients call all their appointment bookings, even if AI generated it and they asked a bunch of pre-qualifying questions, because this is better both for your clients, but also for their clients as well. Because a lot of times it still is very beneficial for them to talk to their potential customer. We've had some clients where the AI booked an appointment and maybe that appointment wasn't qualified, meaning, yes, they offered those services, but they were just too cheap. Their house was in a lower income area that they don't want to service. They don't work with houses of that size and so forth. So that is a pro tip for you. Next, we have CRM. So most bigger companies already have some kind of CRM they are managing. Again, we use Go High Level for all of our clients and all of their CRMs, and you can have AI and different automations move it from one phase into another. And based on the phase they are in, those salespeople know what to do. For example, if they are in the stage in their CRM where they gave a quote, meaning they gave someone a price and they're not buying, that salesperson could log in the morning and then only email and text and call all of those people. But if there's others that didn't book an appointment yet, but they showed that they were interested, that is a different script. That's a different message that they can start sending. So it just organizes the whole entire thing. Another thing you can also leverage is reviews. So as your clients get more and more Google reviews on their profile, you can then take those and use different automations to send those out as email campaigns and automatically follow up with their existing leads. Meaning if someone filled out a website form 1 month ago, 2 months ago, however, they never hired that client, you can now have the automation send out a review. Hey, John, it's been 1 month. It's been 2 months since we last talked. By the way, look at what Susie said about us. How cool is this? And again, it's automated. And now that person could maybe go back into their pipeline, into their business. So now let's talk about your offer. Who should you help? First thing we'll cover is who the offer is for. Then we'll cover what we are going to offer them, expenses, and then we'll even talk about fulfillment of that offer. And then after that, let's cover the pricing. So what should you actually charge for these different services? So the who is going to be one of the most important parts, because look, if you're working with barbershops, chances are you're probably not going to be charging thousands and thousands of dollars every single month for these AI services. Could you sign on some clients for $300 a month or $500 a month? Yes. But what you want to do is find clients that have expensive problems. So we work with remodeling companies and just in general construction companies, because one project for them, if I can get them one more kitchen bathroom remodel, they literally just made $50,000. So I can get them one customer every single month. This is how much I added to their revenue. Versus a barbershop who might be charging $50 for a haircut. So the who is going to be very important. And I do have other videos on my channel talking about niche and how to select that. Now we have, what are you going to actually offer them? Is it AI chatbots? Is it going to be custom AI solutions? So here's what I like the most. You need to figure out first who you are working with before you figure out what it is that you actually want to offer, because different niches, different businesses need different things. However, what you want to do is charge clients every single month for your services. Now, yes, I know there's others out there that preach charging $10,000 for AI build outs, but what I like to do is charge $500 if it's just simple AI solutions, like we install a chatbot, we install an AI receptionist. If you can link up advertising to that as well, you can charge $2,000 a month or more, which is what we charge in our agency. One of the main things that you want to do is set up a chat widget on each and every single client's website. We see this absolutely crush across all of our clients. The next thing is the AI receptionist. So now you can automatically respond to their calls with AI voice, and you can respond to the client's conversations with the AI conversation bot. So now you're helping them get appointments from both of their main channels. When it comes to expenses, you need to ask yourself, how expensive is this problem for them? So if you're working with a remodeling client, just to stick with our 50K example here, how many calls are they getting every single month that they miss? If they're getting 5 phone calls every single week that they miss, and then they call them back 1 hour, 2 hours later, that could be potentially a lot of freaking money. Imagine if one of those people every single week turned into a customer. That's $50,000 per week they are missing out on. Or let's just say, hypothetically, it's 1 per month that they missed that could be a customer. That is still $50,000 per month they are missing out on by not using your services. Now, how do we actually fulfill these services? So obviously, all we're going to be doing is AI. Now, my favorite tool for delivering all of these services seamlessly in one software is called Go High Level, and you can check that out at gofreetrial.com. You don't have to commit to anything. There's a free 30-day trial. So if you have clients or you don't, and you want to sign up for that and test it and see how it works, you can go ahead and do that. That is my favorite tool. I've tested a bunch. Then I've had to use Zapier and Make.com and N8N and doing all this stuff. With Go High Level, everything is central. It's in one place, and you can give your clients a login so they can just log in, see all their conversations. They think it's your software because you white label it with your logo, and it has worked extremely well for us now for many years. With that being said, let's dive into pricing. So These are the different pricing packages that I suggest you have. And I'll tell you what each and every single one has inside of it. So the $150 per month, what we offer in this package is just simply an AI website. So this is if they don't have a website, what we can do is use AI to just create the full website for them. We just link it up to their domain. It takes 15 freaking minutes. If they want to customize a section or add their photos, cool, it's another 20 minutes and then you are all done, and they just keep paying you $150 every single month. If they want a lot of customized things on that website, you just attach a bigger upfront fee. So you can charge $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 upfront just to get that built, and then it's $150 per month if they want to keep hosting it with you. And again, we build all of this inside of Go High Level. So on the $300 per month plan, all we do is set up automations. So there's no AI chatbots, there's no AI widgets or receptionists. All this is if someone fills out a contact form on their website, we set up an automation where that person gets a text message and an email. If someone calls them and they miss that call, it's called missed call text back. We automatically text them. That is an automation. That does not require AI. It's just a trigger. Hey, when this happens, send this text message. That is it. With the $500 per month plan, this is where we integrate AI. So we do everything that you do inside the $300 per month plan, except now you can integrate AI with their calendar. So imagine someone fills out that contact form, it automatically triggers that first text message, but now that person responds and it says, hey, I have a roof, my roof is leaking, can you help? Now the AI takes over. It's fully trained on their website, all their services. It can read their calendar. It has that sales conversation, and then it books them in for the client. At $2,000 per month, you need some sort of advertising service, whether you're doing SEO or you are doing meta ads, Facebook, Instagram, or Google ads, or Google local service ads, which that one is crushing right now. But you need to get your clients more business, and you need to get them more leads and more appointments from scratch, basically. These clients are typically a bit bigger and they have bigger budgets. So in our agency, when we run ads to get appointments, we call out the businesses that are making minimum $1 million per year, because if they're doing that volume, it means they can afford paying $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 per month, both in advertising spend as well as paying our monthly service fee. So that $2,000 is pure profit that goes to our company. And then if they want to spend $3,000 or $5,000 per month to the advertising platforms, then they can also do that. Now, look, at the end of the day, your clients will be asking themselves, what am I paying and what am I receiving? Okay. And this is why we work with remodeling companies. Even if they're paying us $2,000 every single month, still, if we get them one customer, that's how much? That's $50,000 that they made. Now, we actually don't charge $2,000 anymore. We've increased our pricing. It's actually over $6,000 now for a 3-month period. So we collect that payment up front and then we work with them for 3 months. But when you do pick your niche, you really want to consider this, because this is the key deciding factor these businesses are going to make. So you can see it's not about the AI, it's not about these little technicalities and tools. They will ask themselves, am I getting a return on investment? If you want to watch me build an agency live from zero, I did that here on YouTube. You can check out this video next.